Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new day of All Creator Live. Hold up, let me mute April's microphone. Go. That way I can use it as an indicator as to whether or not the PC audio is going through her microphone or not. But, yeah. Hello and welcome to another day. Before I get started, I want to apologize. This is kind of one of the latest I've ever started the stream. Like, I usually start around 5, but it's almost 7. And it's because I've been having migraine headaches throughout the day, and it's been difficult for me to get work done. So around 12 or so today, I took a nap, and you know, I was just like, I'll get to the rest of what I have to do later on today. I'm sure nobody will be upset if I'm a couple hours late to getting the stream started. And funny thing is, when I woke up, Adela had invited somebody over to do her hair, and yeah, I'm like a mess because of A, the migraine, and B, because of how hectic today has been with work and stuff. But yeah, I woke up from my nap. I couldn't really do a few of the preparation things that I wanted to do because they're doing it in the kitchen. And they're doing her hair in the kitchen. And I can't really go out there to grab the things that I want, like the bowl that I usually have my snacks in. And the thing I really want is the thermos that I can get my, that I can put my energy drink in, keep it nice and cool. So I don't really have any of the snacks or the drink that I usually have. So if I sound a little sleepy, it's because it's been a long day, and B, I don't have my energy drink. But I don't want to bother what they're doing, because whatever it is, it's very meticulous. I've never really seen somebody getting their hair done before, and oh, there was like all kinds of stuff in her hair, like tinfoil and all kinds of weird crap, and I was like, okay, I don't want to interrupt whatever that is. And plus, they've been having to go and to the bathtub and rinse off things. I don't know what, but if you guys hear bathtub noises like running water in the background, which you probably won't, my filter's been doing a pretty good job ever since I started it up a couple weeks ago. But if you do hear it, that's what it is. They're rinsing stuff out of my sister's hair or whatever it is they're doing. I have never really seen this kind of thing done in a house before. I realize that my sister Della has done a lot of this type of stuff before because, she's a girl and she does her hair. And when she was younger, when she was living with friends and all of that stuff, I know they used to do it like a lot of times, but she never really did it around the house. So it's the first time I'm really seeing it ever being done. And my sister April, she's not really the type of person to want to get her hair done. So I've been living with April a lot longer than I have Della, so it's it's weird to see that happening. It looks like she's outfitting her hair for a tinfoil hat. When I went out there for the brief moment that I did, I was like, what the fuck? It's like, is that something that needs to be done? They gotta put tinfoil in their hair? I didn't even know that. I've never gotten my hair done. I just get haircuts like every other typical male. Or my head shaved, which I've done like a couple times in my life, but not religiously. I usually like to keep my hair long, but I don't really do anything to it, Kind of a neo-hippie in that sense. I mean, with how many times I've discussed my disapproval of Trump on this stream, go figure, right? If you hadn't realized that by now, well, there you go. There it is. I'm sure I've said it before, but not at the beginning of a stream like today. All right, everybody, let's get this started. I'm happy that I only really have story to go through because I don't really think my brain is up to doing anything very difficult, you know? From what I can tell from the challenges that I have left to do, there isn't really that many of them, and the only hard one is that fighting challenge, which I always get bronze on, which is fine. I'm pretty sure they've set it up to where you don't have to get everything done perfectly.
Somehow seem even freer than
I mean, the only thing I see that you could get for doing everything perfectly, where's the prizes? There's a section that I think this is it. Yeah. Yeah, this is like, I think, what you get if you do everything perfectly. And the only real prize there is the crown, so I'm not really, you know, I don't really care about. I've got so many crowns, I still don't know how the hell to use them, so. Losing out on one crown is no big deal to me. But yeah, this is what we're going to be doing today, finishing up this event. It's to anyone who hasn't started it yet, you've got 2 days. So, not that much time. I hope you can get it done. But yeah, I'm going to be demonstrating the very last of it today. I don't think I'm going to do this. The rewards don't really seem worth it. Like, what's the... I don't even know how many Primogems. I haven't even been fiending for Primogems, to be honest, because I haven't really had any cases to where I've been wanting to roll on people. I've got 2 characters that I really like that I have to work on, and getting any other characters before working on them seems a bit outrageous. And to anyone wondering, those characters are... Oh, let me open up the other menu here. Where is she? Maybe I've already given her some experience already. Oh yeah, here we go. Nefer, Swan. I definitely want to work on. Her character is a lot of fun to use. What was the other one? I mean, I still have to work on Movwika, obviously, but I'm pretty close to getting her done. I think it was... Oh, yeah. Zabai. Because I don't have too many... what's the word? Animo characters to work with. I was thinking about... Oh, she's a Geo, and I do already have Navia. So maybe I will work on one of the other Animo characters. Oh, you know what? Xinyan would be a great character to upgrade to. I don't know. I feel like I have to work on 2 characters in preparation for when we go to Shnaznaya, because I'm not going to be using Movwika forever for as much as I really love her character. And Navi is a mainstay. She's really, really helpful. As well as Yai. I don't know, though. I mean, I haven't been using her as much lately to drop down her totems, so I might replace, when we go into Shnaznaya, I might replace Movwika and Yaimiko with definitely Nefer, but one other character I haven't quite decided yet. But who knows, I may just keep Movwika and swap out Yai with Nefer, because fire and what's the green element again? Damn. I hate that they go by names that are completely opposite to what we're used to saying, like fire, wind, earth, and stuff like that. But Life, I think. I can't remember. I can't remember what the green one is. Uh, let's just pick a character with it and see. Dendro, that's what it is. It's such a weird ass name too. Makes me think of dandruff. I don't want to think of that. I guess maybe they want you to instinctively think dandelions because those are all over the place in this game for whatever reason. I know Mondstadt, but Mondstadt's just one place. Alright, so let's go to the venue. Last time I played, I avoided a certain area like crazy because I did not want to start up the next act. But now it's a new day, so I can start up the next act. And, you know, get this gravy train rolling. Oh, gosh. I took some medicine before I started the stream. Because when I got everything done with work, I went out to try and get my thermostat, but they were like right in the middle of doing something, and I was like, so I couldn't really grab that. It's my fault. I should have grabbed it before I started my work day, but I didn't really need the energy back then. It's like this with me and energy drinks. If I don't really need them, I don't take them. I know a lot of people get addicted to them and they have to have them. I mean, it's not an addiction. It's just to the point where their body feels like it needs it in order to operate fully. And to anyone who isn't aware, that's part of what an addiction is. It's not, I need it or I'm going to die. It's, I need it to function. That's part of the addiction as well. So if you're in that kind of situation where you need something just to function, you have to come to the terms that you are addicted to it. And you have to wean yourself away from it. Maybe just a little bit, you know? And that's what I do with energy drinks. Like, I don't use them on the weekends when I could physically need them. And on the weekdays, I only use like a very mild energy drink powder that is way less harsh than, say, like a Red Bull or a Rockstar energy drink, you know, something like that. It's just something that keeps my brain going, and that's all I really need it for. But yeah, it really helps out because then when I do legitimately need an energy drink and I take one, it gets me right up and I'm able to keep going. But I know some people that take energy drinks like they drink energy drinks like every freaking day, and they're always super, you know, mild, like they're somewhere in between. They're not hyper jazzed and ready for action or ready for anything. They're just like, yep, it's another day. Kind of like that meme where the dude's drinking coffee and he's got like a dead look on his face. That's like that, but replace the coffee mug with an energy drink and you get the same result. You know, if you're having one like every single day and not giving your body time to process it, it's going to fuck with the way your energy output works, and then you're just going to need it. And if it gets to that point, then you're in an unhealthy relationship with energy drinks and you need to pull away. But that can be said for a lot of things, as they say, all things in moderation. I myself only have ibuprofen on the weekends when I need it. And even then, this past weekend, I didn't really take any because I didn't really feel as though I needed it. Everything looked really good in the store because of how much me and my team worked to get everything looking perfect for inventory that we had this past week. And thanks to that, it kind of alleviated a lot of the work that I had to do when I went in. And so I didn't really need any ibuprofen when I came home. But however, today, because it's a back-to-back work day. It's a back-to-back shift kind of work day where, you know, you go from one job to another. I started getting a migraine and I needed it. I was like, okay. I think the ibuprofen that I haven't been taking the past 3 days, it could come in handy right now. Not just to conserve them for when I need them, but I feel better only having them on the weekends because during the weekdays, I don't need them that much unless I end up getting a head injury or something. But, you know, it's not something that happens every day, so I'm not going to do it every single day because then you become dependent on something. And when you become dependent on something, your body suffers for it. It doesn't output it as much. I've been worried that I've been taking too many melatonin on the weekends too, because I tend to feel as though I need them in order to get to sleep on the weekends. And I used to tell myself it's only 3 days, but now I can't really get to sleep on the weekends without them, and it worries me. On the weekdays, I don't really care that much because I maintain this schedule that I have with streaming where when I'm done with work, I get the stream started and then I do that for a while until I start to feel sleepy and then I go to bed. But with the weekends, I can't do that because if I try doing something like that, then, well, for one, it's the middle of the day. It's not, you know, and everybody's home. So everyone's using the internet, so I can't really, you know, do what I do when I stream. And,
I'll get you anywhere. Just leave it to me.
where was it going with this? Shit. Oh, right. And I can't really do this kind of schedule on the weekends because I don't know if I'm ever going to be called in to do something from either job, you know, because a couple of weeks ago they wanted me to come in on Monday. I know you guys probably remember I had to cancel the stream because of that. They wanted me to come in because they were putting up new electronic tags. And I didn't expect that. It was literally out of the blue. So I had to change a lot of plans and do some things on the weekend that I don't normally do. And yeah, that's another reason. Because if you take a sleep aid, it's going to definitely knock you out and make it to where your body can't really function as well as it usually does. So I couldn't take a sleep aid that day. And if I had, just imagine how much that would have messed me up while I was working. It's kind of like I have an exact time when I take the sleep aid, and that's when I let my boss know that, you know, you can't contact me anytime after this because I'm gonna be knocked out. And, you know, I never really get contacted about it, but if it's ever anything last minute, it's always in the morning when I come home from my other job. And I hate having to deal with it. I'm pretty sure everyone
Many
hates
insects have a
having to
compulsion.
deal with call-ins, but, you know, when it's something that you can't avoid, it's like, oh, I wish I could make up an excuse right now, but I can't because they called me at the right time. But yeah, things happen on the weekend that I don't really expect sometimes, so I can't really do the same type of schedule that I do on the weekdays.
I wonder when
And I'm gonna be honest, I'm happy with it that way because if it was like that every single day, especially on the weekdays, I think I'd go crazy. I feel like I'd just... I don't want to say I'd get angry at my boss. I've never done that before. But I definitely would start saying things like, no, I can't make it. No, you can't expect me to do that. Things like that, which I feel like I should never have to do. And my bosses are chill, so they don't really expect me to do something like that. But you know, it's like it with it's like that with both jobs. Both jobs will ask me to do things occasionally out of the blue, and I know a lot of people have to deal with the same kind of situation. I hate having to complain about it because it's something everyone experiences. But I'm mostly saying this because I want you guys to know why I don't stream on the weekends. I know it feels like, oh, but you got all the time in the world on the weekends. You don't really stay at your other job for that long. But you guys got to understand there's huge hurdles to working A, on the weekends, and B, during a night shift. Night shifts are murder to try and work a schedule around. So whatever time extra that I have on the weekends, I'm taking it because because I'm going to need it. It takes a strong amount of endurance to be able to do a job overnight. And if you've never worked overnight, then you have no clue. Yeah, we've had a lot of people quit our store because they can't do weeknights, or they just can't do overnight in general. So we'll get people in there the first day. They're all like, yeah, I've been looking to work overnight. Because it works better with my schedule, blah, blah, blah. And I can already tell that they're not going to make it because they've already told me everything I need to know when they say that they've never worked a night shift before and that they're already trying to work with a schedule. I'm like, it can't work like that. When I first started at my store doing work overnight, I had broken my arm. So I didn't have my other job then, and I was only making workers' compensation, which wasn't much, and that's why I was looking for the other job. And because I had so much time in the day, I was able to set up the other job very easily. Very easily. So if you're already going into a job without, if you're already going into a job with another job, don't do overnight. Don't do that to yourself because you won't be able to make it. Having two jobs is fine. I'm not saying nobody should have two jobs. I'm just saying that you shouldn't be doing one job and then have another overnight job. That's not smart. If you're gonna do things back to back, do it morning shift, afternoon shift. That's perfectly fine. I've done that in my life. When I used to work at McDonald's, I did that. I did that, and I didn't have another job. I was going to trade school at the time, and that worked perfectly fine. But it was when I decided to go from McDonald's to my trade school and then back to McDonald's for the late night shift. That's when I started fucking up. That's when I started messing shit up. Because I was cutting into the time that I would need to sleep, and I couldn't really get in a fixed schedule. And to those who are new to the channel, yes, I'm sorry if I'm rambling a bit. It's something that I do at the beginning of every stream. I like to put in little notations to let you guys be able to skip this stuff and get straight to the story. But, just trying my best to keep you guys up to date on how my life is going. As well as a little parental advice, some advice on how to live your life. But yeah, I was very lucky with how things came along with my scheduling. And anytime things start to get a little bit bad one way or another, I kind of stop. And I'm not a demanding person, but I do like occasionally saying to my bosses, I don't know, this feels So this, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. Something like that. I'm mean. I'm not a horrible person. I don't yell. But if things start to cut into my life, or even makes it feel like my entire week's going to get shot, I have to say something. That day that I decided to go in for the tags, they actually wanted me to go in 2 days. And I was like, I don't think I'll be able to do the second day. This day I'll be fine because I'll be able to pull like a 24-hour thing and then just crash out the next day. But you want me to go 3 days? I don't think it can last 48 hours. But yeah, it's all in how you approach the situation. If you have a boss that you're able to talk to and you're able to communicate with very well, you don't have to yell at them. You don't have to make them feel like they're making your life worse. Just be a reasonable person the same way that you would with a friend. And, typically you'll get a boss that's like that. And if you don't have a boss that's like that, then I highly recommend searching for another job. Because there's a chance that your boss is a complete jackass and you don't want to work for somebody like that. You don't want to do that to yourself. I've had jackass bosses before, believe me. And when I know I shouldn't say this because it's kind of mean, but I used to work at Target, and I had a real jackass boss who thought I was stealing stuff. And the very minute he approached me about it, not only was I insulted, but I left that day, Then spoke with a former coworker several days ago, and it turns out it wasn't me at all. It was somebody who worked in the DVD CD section. That was way back in like 2013. So DVDs and CDs were still large enough to have an entire aisle dedicated to them. So yeah, the guy was just willing to find someone and pin everything on them, and I could feel it from the way he would talk to me. So I was like, yeah, I don't have to deal with this shit. So I left. And I suggest any of you out there who have the same type of boss, 100%. And if it gets really bad, like if they're really up in your face about it, I don't want to say sue, but I would. I would sue somebody if they were up in my face to the point where I felt threatened. And you'd fully be legally within your right to do that. Because that's not the way that a person is supposed to manage their employees. I don't know where you live. I don't know what kind of job market is out there for you. But if you're watching this and you're experiencing bosses that are legitimately threatening you and threatening your job, you can sue them. I don't know about other countries, but I know in America that happens quite a lot. You can't really get away with being that kind of a boss. And the people who do, I mean, you hear about it all the time in the news when it comes to, especially with like large corporations like Blizzard and Electronic, or no wait, EA. That's I think it's Electronic Arts is what their abbreviation is. You hear about it from large companies like that all the time. They get employees who sue the hell out of them, and it's just bad practice in business entirely to be that kind of a boss that's going to snap their fingers and have you fired or try to ruin your life in some way, shape, or form. Not only that, but like the social stigma behind it. Like, Blizzard has been in a downfall drastically since that one employee came out and was talking about the toxic environment that Blizzard and their corporation has. They've been in a downward spiral, desperately trying to cling to any property they have to try and recover. And it hasn't been working out for them ever since then because everyone found out how much of an asshole company they are. And now they're trying to survive by playing that up like, oh yeah, we're the bad guys. That's not helping them anymore. It's not helping their case at all. Sure, there are some complete dunderheads that will still buy their games like Call of Duty, and I don't know. I think that's like the only property that's making them money now is Call of Duty, and that's it. That's like it. That's all. And that's because dumbass meatheads play that game and they'll slop up anything you throw at them. I saw screenshots from the most recent Call of Duty with how much AI shit's in them, and I'm like, these fucking dunderheads who play Call of Duty all the damn time, they're paying for something that's worth like half the price. The Blizzard is legitimately milking them for all of the money that they have. They're putting out AI slop, which doesn't require a shit ton of people. They're not making AAA games anymore. They're just making they're making shitty games and then putting an AI filter over top of it. And these fucking dunderheads are eating it up. They're paying market price for fucking McDonald's hamburgers. That's what they're doing. It's, oh god, it's the funniest shit. And they can't rely on that forever. Blizzard's gonna go out of business just because their only thing that they're relying on is that. Every time they try to come out with something new, it just backfires on them because everybody doesn't give a fuck about their company anymore. And yeah, it just showed everybody that being a bad boss is just bad for your company entirely.
Everyone is working super hard. We should be
Yeah.
too.
Exactly. Barbara just said it. Everybody works super hard. And you should too. If you're a good boss, you'll know what it takes to do your job and not have everybody revolt against you. And that's why I'm happy with the bosses I have. They're great guys. Alright, yep, it's right up there. Let's get this, I'm done ranting. Let's get this show on the road.
Took me a bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Let me just be sure of one thing. We're dealing with someone who has extremely dangerous weaponry in his hands. If it comes to it, are you prepared to handle the worst-case scenario?
Absolutely. You just need to trust us, just like we trusted you earlier.
Yeah, we've got this. My crew's already locked and loaded.
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, but I still thought you could use some backup. So, I chose a few promising young Spina members to help out. Clarand and I have got things covered at the expo.
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
Wait!
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed. It's for your own safety.
We know. It's just... Do you really think Uncle Ashvapati is working for the bad guys?
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just be speculation. And I work based off evidence.
He's been gone for 2 days now, and he just left us here. He's never done that before. Maybe he really is working for those people and was afraid of getting caught. But if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past too. Wouldn't that make him a bad person?
That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making and selling weapons. doesn't mean they're necessarily all bad people.
Really?
The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in the past, the real question we need to ask is why. There's a lot we need to know before we can judge a person. In Fontaine, we have a long and complicated process in place just to make sure we get the right answer to that question.
Yeah. Why would Uncle Ashvapati do something like that?
How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chevras and Miss Yelan promise to bring your uncle back safe and sound. Then you can ask him yourselves.
Thanks, miss.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable. Isn't it a bit early to be making those kinds of promises? It's all right. We're prepared for whatever we might face.
Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep. After all, when the children get their answer, it will shape their understanding of what justice means.
Then, let's all do our part to make sure this ends as well as it possibly can.
Alright, now I'm not going to say much. I'm just going to get right into it. Typically, I like to comment in between these moments when I'm walking from one location to another. But, oh wow, I don't even have to walk. This is way too far. But yeah, I'm just going to get right into it, because I've done enough talking for one stream.
Stop right there!
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead. These records look suspiciously familiar.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very coincidental to me either.
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were always careful never to leave a trail leading back to them. The one time they slipped up, it broke the case wide open. We found a cargo manifest left behind at the scene. That's the clue that led us to Notcry.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here, among the records left behind by Ashvapati.
So, he's the guy that slipped up back then?
Unless it wasn't a slip-up at all. How does the same clue get left behind at two separate scenes and picked up by two separate law enforcement agencies? Thinking back on it now, it doesn't seem quite so accidental after all.
No. Almost like he led us here on purpose. But for what reason?
There's a letter here!
Look at how it's positioned. It was begging to be found. I think it might be for us.
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I anticipated.
Let's keep going. We can read it together when we debrief. Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead.
Strange. Did he lead us here on purpose?
Wait! Is this what Paimon thinks it is?
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make him our thief.
What's worse is
Vampiric
that,
Fox.
with his technical background, I bet he
History
managed to
entry.
bypass the security features on the prototype.
Vampiric Fox said, Mystery.
Mystery, intrigue. Hey, Vampiric Fox, it's good to see you. I spent like the first half hour of this stream talking about how my day's been, but yeah, if I'm a little sleepy, it's because I've been having migraines throughout the day. So, don't mind me. I hope you're doing good, Vampiric Fox.
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession, just waiting to be unleashed?
Oh, this isn't looking good.
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone. Which begs the question, why would he unlock the ballista's features before even meeting up with his boss?
That's a question for another time. We need to focus on where he's going next.
This situation seems more complicated than we imagined. It looks like Ashvapati does have a connection to our criminal gang, but it might not be what we thought at first.
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to Nodcry, prepared those weapons on his own, deliberately put us on his trail. This is looking more and more like the work of an independent actor.
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, he's still our best lead. That would seem to be our last remaining clue. Let's do it.
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the Liyue Qixing, you certainly live up to your reputation. Within a single day, you were able to eliminate over half of the gang's forces. I appreciate the effort. I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. So I suppose it's my turn to throw my hat in the ring. I'm just glad I no longer have to run. So, before my day in court is upon me, allow me to confess to my crimes. It all started with a Kashara War researcher, expelled from the academia for violating a taboo. He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert, it wasn't even worth a pail of water to quench his thirst. Could you spare some water? I'm a Kashara War researcher. If you need something, I could.
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip until you find yourself in the desert. Then, you're lucky to survive the night.
Are you mocking me?
No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for strays like you. Here, give me your canteen. You got somewhere to go?
Not really. Thanks to this water, though. At least I can rule out the bottom of a vulture's stomach.
Now you're talking like desert folk. You could always join my band of misfits.
What would I do?
Gather food, guard our water source, just like everyone else I've taken in. Of course, if you have something you're good at, you're welcome to show it off. Every little bit helps.
All I know is weapons.
Weapons?
Yeah, I love studying them. Big and powerful ones, small and deadly ones, old ones, new ones. I believe the essence of Kashara War research is embodied in weaponry, and the pursuit of this kind of technology is what pushes the world forward. My lifelong goal has always been to become a foremost expert on all kinds of weapons, so I can invent even more advanced ones. So I might have borrowed a few sensitive techs without permission, but you see the vision, right? The higher-ups in the academia just didn't understand.
Ah, I see. He's a man who spent his entire life living for a certain ideal, but now he's seen the folly in it, so that's why he's doing what he's doing. Kind of explains the way he acted when he was talking with the children earlier, about how he sees them being able to be so comfortable around deadly weapons as a changing side of the times, and how it used to be different when he was younger and such. You could typically write that off as like something an old person would say, but it's all come down to his belief system kind of being shattered from his time spent with these guys, I guess.
The academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son. All I care about is what this specialty of yours can do for us.
Hi. I can help upgrade your weaponry. That should come in handy in a dangerous place like the desert, surely.
True, weapons are essential to life here in the desert. Most folks get them when merchants happen to pass through. But when it comes to protecting the people here, this scimitar in my hand is more than enough. The kind of weapons you're talking about are overkill for a place like this.
Overkill? Really?
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from the sandstorms to prevent it from drying up. Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. Helps us avoid conflict with other bands of Eremites.
Hold up. I'm pretty sure that oasis that they showed is something that I restored by doing several puzzles in the desert. So, I don't know what he's talking about.
All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. We don't have to fight off other desert folk. It's a real place to call home. There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but behind a lot of them lies too much ambition. So, having somewhere to settle down is more than enough for me.
I see. Guess I could do some odd jobs then.
I've heard you Kasharawa scholars are handy with all kinds of gadgets. You could always make something for the kids.
You mean, like, toys?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. It'll give them something to do. Life can get boring out here.
Yeah, he spent his entire life studying weapons and seeing them as something of an ancient form of protection, but he doesn't really understand that they're not as necessary as he thinks they are. Just the way he grew up, I guess he felt as though weapons were a necessity. But in today's changing times, they're more akin to toys than anything.
All right, then. And just like that, a Kasharawar scholar at the cutting edge of his field ended up in the desert, making toys for children. It got boring from time to time, but all in all, those days were quite pleasant. The Eremites accepted me as one of their own, and all the children loved me.
I have a very strong feeling that things are about to take a turn for the worse. And then he's going to go right back to the way that he used to think about weapons. I'm just going to call it right now. This all seems a little too hunky-dory for him to have changed so drastically to the point where he'd work for people and steal weapons. This feels like a very nice end to a story, but from where we're sitting, it doesn't feel like it's going to end here.
Looking back now, I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, those despicable people showed up,
Vampiric fox.
and it changed
Dead.
Everything.
I got chicken in the rotisserie and sweet potatoes in the works.
Ooh, chicken and sweet potatoes. I've recently become attached to sweet potatoes. When I was a kid, I never really liked the taste of sweet potatoes because it was such a weird flavor. But April, for one of our Thanksgivings, she got a thing of pecan sweet potatoes, and it kind of turned me around. I think it was the pecans mixed in with the sweet potatoes that made it taste better, but I don't hate sweet potatoes anymore.
Don't rush me. These materials are in short supply.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back here.
Send the gem? It has been a while.
Well, we have a right to this oasis too. Our ancestors were part of the group that discovered it.
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone else was trying to figure out how to help, you got out of Dodge the first chance you could get.
Because I knew better than to be stubborn. Stay in one place too long around here, and it might just be your grave.
You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the Oasis wouldn't even exist anymore. You gave up your right to be here a long time ago.
I heard they joined another band of Eremites after leaving us, but got kicked out. I bet they're only crawling back to us now because they've got nowhere else to go.
Chief, should we drive him off?
I'd like to see you try. I'm warning you. You won't get rid of us that easily.
Leave them be. This oasis has always been big enough to sustain more than one group of people. It's not worth spilling blood over.
Vampiric Fox
All that matters
said,
is keeping the people here
for holidays
safe.
we'll add apple and nuts and put marshmallows on top of sweet potatoes, but otherwise I just roast them in butter, and when they're done I add brown sugar.
Yeah, I could see it as an everyday thing. Not for me, they're a little expensive. Much more expensive than regular potatoes. So whenever I have chicken, I usually just have regular fries with it. I used to make, to anyone who's been a long time viewer of my stream, you guys know this already, but I used to make a lot of soups with potatoes and chicken. Chicken and dumpling soup, just regular rock soup, all that stuff. But I got to the point where I was like, this is a little too complicated. I'm just gonna make fries. So now I just cut up some fries, pop them in the oven with the chicken, and there we go. Meal's done. It's just less of a headache to cook all of that. It would take like a freaking hour for me to make soup back in the day. I got good at it, but it's still, just so much time and so much effort.
At the time, I didn't think much of it. Just Chaim Waset being the kind-hearted man he always had been. And so, normal life continued, much unchanged. Well, mostly. You can take the scholar out of the academia, but putting your life's work behind you is easier said than done. I often found myself flipping through my collection of blueprints and sketches. The ruin drakes scattered around Sumeru were of particular interest to me. As far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the technology within those mechanisms. But I was able to design a kind of lure to bait them into attacking a specific target. In effect, turning them into a weapon. Somehow, the new arrivals at the Oasis must have caught wind of it, because they soon started taking an interest in me.
Hope you don't mind me asking, but is that a weapon you're researching?
I do mind, actually. It's none of your business.
Rumor is you used to be a researcher at the academia. All that knowledge going to waste out here in the sticks. What a shame.
What do you want?
I want to team up. The rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the academia, they don't exist in the desert. You could take this research to the next level. As things stand, all you've got is a blueprint and a pipe dream. But what if you had access to the right funds and materials?
What are you suggesting?
Me and my men can get you what you need. In return, all you gotta do is bring this sketch to life. We've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right product. But this thing right here, the different bands of Eremites are gonna shell out Mora left and right to get their hands on it.
You want to sell it?
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and I earn enough Mora from these people to fund the research of your dreams.
I don't know.
I understand what you're worried about, but listen, it won't come back to bite the people here. These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict. I mean, come on. Their biggest enemy is the weather.
You've made a bad name for yourself around here. I don't want any part in this.
Well, it's your choice. But it could be the last meaningful choice you ever get in life. So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your academic ambitions? Or do you want to stay here building toys for kids?
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased our prices. What about it? You gonna back out?
So, you're really as money hungry as they all say, huh?
Cash is king. That's just business.
Fine.
I'm done. I want out.
What are you talking about? We're making bank here.
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I refuse to be an accomplice to all this any longer.
An accomplice? Listen, that's got nothing to do with us. People would be at each other's throats with or without our weapons. So they die to a machine instead of a scimitar. What difference does it make?
Can't you sell more than just weapons? Surely this can't be all the Eremites are interested in buying.
If you want to make the big Mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And that right there is why I want out.
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway. If you want out so bad, have it your way.
What was that? No. Kaem was it? How did this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the past, but Kaem Wazet drove them off. Guess his enemies have been holding a grudge this whole time.
You sold weapons to his enemies. But he took you in when you had nowhere to turn. You owe him your life. Why would you do this?
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's why.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't the first time Senejem and his men had turned around and stabbed their allies in the back. Let's just say, there was a good reason they had nowhere else to turn back then. I didn't chase after them or try to hold them accountable. In that moment, all I could think about was saving as many people as I could in a desperate attempt to atone for my sins. But once the weapons I designed were turned against us, the fate of this place was sealed. Even I could do nothing to prevent it. In the end, despite all the burning tents I rushed into, I was only able to save 3 children. And now, you know the full account of my crimes. I've been raising them ever since, while attempting to hunt down the men who made them orphans in the first place. This confession is for the kids to read, too. So, I hope you'll pass it along to them. They deserve to know the full truth of what happened. I know I'm in no position to make requests, but please, help them find loving parents to take them in. Above all else, they deserve a true family. Back then, I failed to see this through to the end. But I won't make that mistake again.
Jeez, if this is true...
He's after the same target as us. And he's out for revenge.
He even lured us to Notcry to help him get it.
I think I know what he's planning to do with those ballistas now. If I'm right, this doesn't bode well.
Then we need to find him ASAP! It sounds like he's about to do something super dangerous. But we promised the kids we'd bring him back safe.
I can't just let him get rid of our target either. This crime ring runs deep. There are still many other conspirators we need to track down. Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to spring the trap that we set up.
Oh, snap. He's not working for them, so our original plan could have worked all along.
The meeting will be happening any time now. Quick, we need to head to the rendezvous point.
Ashvapati.
It's been a while, Senegem. Over a decade at least.
How did you find this place?
All these years. And the signal you use for the meetup point still hasn't changed. All I had to do was pose as your point of contact. And fish a time and date out of that scout you sent.
Useless bunch of idiots. Just wait until my backup gets here.
Oh, I think that might take a while. The Fontaine and Liyue authorities have your men locked down tight. Every last one.
No. There's no way the cops could have known we'd be here.
Unless, of course, someone deliberately left a trail of clues, leading them straight to the expo. That would be a different story, now wouldn't it? If they hadn't taken your agents out of the equation, I doubt I would have been able to lure you here.
So now what? You gonna turn me in, too?
No. The authorities can have your men. But you're mine.
Is that Fatui tech? Looks like your skills are as good as ever. Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up Mora without you all these years, but it looks like you still got it. If you want back in, we can work something out.
After everything that happened, What makes you think I would want back in?
Because what's the alternative? You're not here for revenge, are you? After Kayemwazet took you in, you really convinced yourself you were one of them, huh? What you should have learned is that banking on loyalty and belonging is a losing hand. Better to cash out before you're in the hole. In the desert, my people live by one rule and one rule alone. The last laugh doesn't go to the righteous. It belongs to the one who knows how to cut their losses. Just look at me. When there's more to be earned in the desert, I'm a desert folk. When the opportunities in Fontaine are sweeter, I'm a Fontanian.
You think everyone is as much of a lowlife as you?
A lowlife? There's nothing Mora can't buy, Ashvapati. That includes prestige. You're talking to a renowned Fontanian philanthropist who lives in the Vasari Passage and spends his days going from one grand banquet to the next. Nobody who counts would dare call me a lowlife.
Are you done?
Clearly there's no reasoning with you. Fine. Have it your way. But if you want me dead so bad, why'd you come to face me alone? That wasn't the wisest decision now, was it?
Oh, don't you worry. I brought plenty of firepower with me. You could have brought a whole army for all I care. These weapons will bury every last one of you!
What the? Are you crazy? If that thing fires, you're not getting out of here alive either.
Yes, that's the plan. It's high time both of us paid the price for our sins!
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this barrier.
Hold it right there, all of you! Otherwise, I've got enough firepower to go around, too.
The Maison Gardiennage!
You got here sooner than I expected.
Hey! What's that in the sky? Looks like bad news!
Ashvapati, you have my word that these people will face the judgment of the Fontaine courts. Remove the barrier and come with us at once.
Fontanian justice is too merciful for them. You should leave us.
Stubborn fool.
I don't deserve them. I have to atone for the things I've done.
What is it you feel you need to atone for? Weapons research?
You're from Liyue, right? Your ancestors were the first people to master the recipe for gunpowder. And yet, they turned it into fireworks and firecrackers that even children could play with. Surely, it's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. I hear that it's a very peaceful place to live for the most part. But me? I chose to use my research skills to create weapons of war that brought death to countless people and destroyed the only home those kids had. That's why I have to atone. Because I have blood on my hands.
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day and age, but they started out as weapons too, you know.
What?
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons. They needed something a little more powerful than usual for purging evil forces and scaring off wild beasts.
Glad they mentioned this. Glad they mentioned this because a lot of times people tend to forget that. The only reason why they became toys is because they were kind of failed as weapons of war. And so they were like, well, we got all this gunpowder, might as well use it for something. And then it became fireworks. It wasn't until the gun was introduced. by Westerners that it became weapons.
Over time, evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames, and the beasts retreated into the mountains. That's when people started repurposing fireworks for entertainment purposes. The peace we enjoy today isn't because we chose to make toys instead of weapons. The weapons are what secured us the peace in the first place. Only then did we have the luxury of choosing to turn them into toys instead. It's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people are as bent on destruction as the evil forces and beasts faced by our forebears, whatever tools they have at their disposal end up as weapons.
Time is running out. Please. Leave while you still can.
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can find a way of repurposing these ballistas for the children's amusement.
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
Captain, we're in position!
Prepare to intersect! On my signal! Fire!
But how?
A fireworks show? Oh.
Recording mode on.
Has this always been part of the show?
No funny business.
I never imagined the Guizhong ballista could be used for something so beautiful.
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some questions, it would be a big help to our investigation.
Of course. You'll have my full cooperation. I know I'm guilty. Just not sure of the precise crime at this point.
Honestly, me neither. I'm sure a case like yours would have Fontaine's top legal experts scratching their heads. As for these arms dealers, though, I can confidently say that none of them will be getting away with this. So at least you can take some solace in that. I know. There's no sentence the court can give them that will satisfy you. But at least the trial will be a public declaration of their crimes and the punishment they will receive. The victims deserve that much, considering the alternative was them dying in obscurity to a revenge killing with no one left behind to tell the story. This looks more like real justice to me.
I guess you're right.
Yay! I honestly didn't think that was going to happen. I thought they were going to stop it, but I didn't realize they were going to use fireworks to do it. I laughed. I was like, they're fighting fire with fireworks. That's great. I haven't really been out to this part of the map. Not really much here. I don't see anybody hanging around. Up this way. This part of... Oh, well, this is a puzzle. Okay. Alright, so... That was the end of Act 3, which is great. That was like 30 minutes long. That wasn't that long. There's still an epilogue to go through. So, yeah, it says we gotta wait 2 days. I can just fast forward time. Then we'll get done the epilogue. And then I think I'll take a break. And then when I come back, I'll do the challenges and stuff. Because I finished up all of the... they're not called Traveler's Tales for this. What are they called again? Oh yeah, Tales of Many. I finished all of those up last time I played. So that leaves only this left in terms of story. And then once I get that done, I'll go to the bathroom. And then when I come back, I'll do the rest of the challenges. And we can call it a day. There we go. Actually, come to think of it, let's go talk with Catherine and collect that. So that gets rid of the red tick mark at the top, and I don't have to keep checking to see what it is, forgetting every damn time.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers.
But yeah, I really like that ending. Revenge is never the answer.
Ad Astra
Justice is the answer.
Thank you for completing.
It might take a while, but eventually it happens. All good things come to those who wait. Alright. Now let's fast forward time. And finish. Is that the... Huh. So I'm guessing because this isn't part of the main story, it's an epilogue, they're tagging it as a side quest, which is weird because we only have 2 days left to do it, so I don't know why it's being tagged as that. Well, whatever. Let's go ahead and... just got up and started walking. Oh boy, stretch. Oof. I like the whole fight fire with fireworks thing. That was clever.
What do you think they did with Ashvapati in the end? Let's go ask them for an update.
Yeah. Hold up. I think it's this way. Yeah, there it is. So I guess we are going to get to learn what happened to Ashvapati.
Now that we are on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any remaining questions to rest here and now. The Voynich Guild won't be responsible for any disputes remaining after this meeting.
Understood. Well, there's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots. And with the arms dealing operation closed down, I've achieved my strategic objective. I'm happy to let the Fontaine authorities process the culprits from here on.
Yo, Time Lords, it's good to see ya. Yep, I'm finishing up the event. This is the epilogue now, and then I'll be doing the rest of the challenges. Also, how have you been? How have you been doing?
I appreciate your flexibility. I'll need all of them in my custody to proceed with the case files. As for you... Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect the boss of the Curatorium might raise some objections if I insisted on bringing you into custody as well.
Then what do you propose, Miss Chevreuse?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy a certain signboard in Nasha Town.
Is that an official confession, officer?
What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against Ashvapati, he stays here, and in return, you don't seek damages for the signboard. Sound fair?
Deal.
Huh. That went surprisingly smoothly. Paimon figured it was gonna be a whole ordeal.
Uncle Ashvapati, we...
They told us the whole story. Everything you've done. Even so, we still want you as our uncle.
But
If you'd been less trusting of the promises these men made to you back then, and left some weapons for your own people to defend themselves with, maybe things would have turned out differently. The way I see it, your crime wasn't the weapons research itself. It was failing to use that knowledge sensibly, to protect the ones you cared about.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Well then, what are you waiting for?
Time Lord.
The chance to atone for real is staring you right in the face.
That's good. I'm doing good. Just waiting for Snezhnaya to come out, and Traveler is getting a new outfit along with the gun in the new Snezhnaya teaser.
From now on, I will protect you with my life.
Traveler, Yelan. On behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with you both. I wish you all the best.
I have plenty of other business to attend to, so it's probably about time I got going as well. See ya.
Looks like you're a free man.
I guess, but even if they won't arrest me, I still have a lot to answer for. I joined the Voynich Guild with my own agenda and nearly ruined their reputation. Are you really gonna let me get away with that?
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about nearly everything. Everything except your desert origins. That turned out to be true. I actually consider the desert my home too, so I was interested to learn who the real Ashvapati was. Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it is. Granted, the final chapter caused us a fair amount of trouble. But hey, sometimes that's the price you pay for a good ending.
Are you serious?
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the guild. Not after all the rules you broke.
I completely understand.
I'd recommend that you take these kids back to the desert.
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since as far back as I can remember. But your story offers a glimpse of a different way of life. Maybe there really is hope for peace in the desert. The Sumeru of today is a different world than what it once was. With Lesser Lord Kusanali at the helm, who knows where the possibilities end? Maybe you could rebuild the home these kids once knew.
I'm flattered, really. but that was a lifetime ago. I'm sure the sandstorms will have buried any last trace of that oasis by now. Sure, we could put up a few tents and call it a settlement. But what then? It would be a brutally harsh existence. There's no way around it.
Where there's Mora, there's always a way. Hello, my dear customer. Why don't you discuss your needs with me? If you can dream it, you can buy it.
So Mora is the answer, huh? All right. Say I wanted to buy a hometown for these children. You telling me I can buy that from you?
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales pitch. Sure can. Huh? Ta-da! I present to you one magical gemstone created by none other than the renowned mage Alice herself. Simply plant it in the ground and a spring will instantly start growing. Before long, you'll have yourself a fully fledged oasis. And the best part is, it's designed to work flawlessly, even in the most arid and sandiest of deserts.
What the?
Huh. Looks genuine to me.
Goodness. They always say you can find everything at the Not Cry Trade Expo. Turns out it's more than just marketing hyperbole. Still, surely a treasure like this must cost the world. As much as I'd love to buy it, I don't think I'm the kind of clientele you're looking for.
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this insisted on setting the price herself, and she priced it as whatever
creator.
keeps the kids happy.
Said. Robert BG has followed.
Needless to say, I could have found far more lucrative options. But
All
alas,
creator live
none of
archives.
them would be worth breaking a
Said.
promise to a mage over.
Robert BG has followed.
Hello, Ravert. It's nice to meet you. Thank you so much for following.
Whatever keeps the kids happy? So what is that in Mora?
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you three kids earned at the expo? Then you can say you bought back your hometown through nothing but your own hard work. I think that would keep the kids very happy indeed. Wouldn't you agree?
Deal!
Hooray! Well, this was a strange turn of events.
I think it's safe to say that this was one of the more memorable trade expos.
Time Lords said, I find it weird that the kids are from Sumeru but wearing Nat Lane's outfits.
I don't know. They might have just... I don't know if they're Natlanese, to be honest. The outfits, I mean. Oh, they all still say the same thing. I thought maybe, we'd have a little more dialogue, but I guess that was it for the epilogue. Alright, cool. I was hoping some of them would stick around so we could talk with them, but nope. Alright, cool. So when I come back, we're going to do the rest of the challenges. Ugh. And that should get us our free Yehoda and this. But I won't be able to get this because I'm not doing everything perfectly. But, you know, I'm at least getting stuff done. Yeah, that was the last of the epilogue. Okay, cool. Alright. A little shorter than I thought it would be. It's fine. Okay. And we got the 3 attractions. I think we'll do the one that I like the least first. I think that's fire support. Yeah. I'll just leave this menu up while I go to the bathroom. I hope you all enjoy the music. And I will be back in about 15 to 20 minutes.
Time Lords said. Well, Libern had a VA during this event and that surprised me. I couldn't get Yahida from Neferpols on my sub account, so I had to jump to Nod Cray to finish this event. All Creator said. Hello everyone, I hope you're enjoying the music. If you're watching in the archives, now would be a great time to leave a like. Time Lords said. I'm still leveling my characters before heading to Nadland, that's why I said jump to Nod Cray. All Creator said. Sounds like a good idea, Time Lords. All Creator said. If they have nothing planned for next week, I will be working on Muthwaka a bit. Time Lords said. Mafwika is having a rerun second half of the next version when Duran and Nicole come out. She's on the second half of the banner along with the last part of Sumeru Archon Quest. Time Lords said, I'll be RB.
Alright, I'm back. And don't worry, Time Lords, take your time. Alright, so we're going to be doing the Fire Support Assault first. We have 2 challenges to do there. Not very keen on this mini game, so I kind of want to get it out of the way. So I can do the more fun stuff. I think this is it. Or no, it's the one with Bido. There she is. Alright, it's these 2 and that's it. They're not hard, it's just hard to do them perfectly. Plus, I enjoy using the characters they recommend. Well, at least a 5-star one. I don't really want to use... what's his face?
Frontline guidance is up to you. Start! Fire support ready. Select the target.
Do the thing. Okay. I think the thing that's mostly ruining this part of the minigame is the fact that they have all of the enemies like walk around and do whatever they want before the gun starts shooting. If you had the gun start shooting immediately, it would allow you to start killing them in the order that they seem to want you to kill them in, you know?
Fire support ready. Select the target.
Do the thing. Do the thing. Oh, I gotta wait for it to cool down.
That's more like it.
See, if I could... because they all start moving, and then I have to move the cannon in directions I don't want to.
Land the projectile in the middle of the enemy formation.
I would if you guys would start me off well enough for me to do that. But throughout all of these, every time that it happens, I always have to play catch up because there's one straggler somewhere outside of the...
Good shooting. Mine to wield.
the area of attack.
Well, I'm always watching.
I'll uproot you!
Right now. Right here. Right now.
Extinguish. Fire support ready. Select the target.
See? Oh, I would just love to have gone down and destroyed all of them with one go. But no, then they started walking around in random orders and I couldn't get them all with one go. Made it feel so unsatisfying.
Land the projectile in the middle of the enemy formation.
Time's up. Another bronze. And last one. Ooh, getting effort this time.
Locked and loaded, waiting on your signal. It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
Not doing as well as I thought she would.
Emerge. Nothing lasts forever. Right now, right here.
And again, this is like
One with the forest.
the
I
most
hear everything.
difficult
Fire support ready. Select a target.
of the 5 challenges. Yeah, even these guys are taking a little bit more than just one hit to get killed.
Time Lords. Said. Alright, I'm back as for the Eli's Fondalis.
Land the projectile in the middle of the enemy formation.
Yeah, I know. It's just as soon as things start up, the enemies get to move first before the guns start shooting, and it means they go off in several different directions, and I don't get to kill as many of them at the start that I would, you know, like to, because they've all gone in different directions.
No more lies. Seek within.
Dang, it's not dead yet. Jeez.
And Shroud. Let's nip that in the bud.
Right here. Coming at ya.
It all adds up. Fire support ready. Select a target.
See, if they could have just started shooting then, that one guy at the bottom wouldn't have moved out of the way, and I could have hit all of them in like one go instead of having to move the cursor around to try and catch up with them, which kind of puts me behind.
Here comes the mother load.
And then I don't get the big firing weapon as fast. So it kind of throws everything off when the gun's not shooting and the enemies get to move first.
Nice guiding. Well done. Unravel. No more lies.
Oh, okay.
Come on out. Emerge. Right here. I'm always watching. Right now.
Fire support ready.
It didn't it's not going to recharge in time. Yeah, there goes. Oh well. Well, at least I got bronze, which is what I was aiming for. Oh, and I get a little blueprint for the weapon thing, so I could put one of the ballistas in my teapot if I wanted to. Alright, well that was the most annoying of the 3 challenges. And I got my free Yehoda.
Hey, nice to meet you. If you've got a commission, spit it out. As long as the pay's right, I can help you with anything. Most things. I can help you with most things.
Okay. Cool. Alright, and I guess after doing the remaining challenges, I'll be able to unlock that. But not that, because I wasn't able to get this challenge here done perfectly. That's fine. Oh, yeah, I like this one. This one's a lot of fun. The Plants vs. Zombies one. I hope they bring this back in the future. Alright, what do we got? I should read these first to make sure. During the stage, Hydro Samaturals will join the fray. They will keep their distance and heal other enemies. Oh. Deploy a Rain of Fire Cannon Ducky can help you take them out early. Okay. Oh, alright, so we're going to have to start using the explosive stuff now. Alright. Also an effective countermeasure. Same time, rune guards will also appear in the fray. These enemies are incredibly powerful. A single attack can destroy any mechanism except for the determined shield crab, which I've already deployed once before. Alright, so let's put down those duckies.
I will be your opponent.
it
Where are they
during
coming
training
from?
mode.
Oh, okay, they're coming from the center. All right. So it's one of these, and then we change it into that. I should probably get some energy going here.
Time Lords says, the duckies remind me of tower defense style gameplay.
Yeah. Sucks that by themselves they're just an explosive that goes off once and that's it, but I mean, what can you do? Alright, here's the ducky. Oh crap. Can I do a attack, I think? Okay, good, he got it. I forgot if I could do an attack or not. Let's make the giant crab. Oh fuck, I gotta wait. I think I'm fucking this up. It's been a while since I've done this, so... Okay, we're gonna have to stop putting more of them down. Alright, shit, I just realized. Oh man, they go through them, right. I'm gonna have to retry. I didn't start out really well. I forgot to put down the moles. Oh, also, my stream my phone. I totally forgot to go back to restream when I got off from my break. Okay. Okay. There's the menu. There it is.
The match is about to begin. Please, get ready.
Putting these 3 down at the beginning is essential. And it feels like turning them into this is very much essential after that. Okay. We gotta start putting up those shield crabs. Just takes so long for them. There we go. Okay, let's start putting down some of the explosive chicken ones. Come on, just a little more. There. Need a little energy. Come on, guys. Give me some energy.
Ha, ha. As long as I do not attack, I cannot be defeated.
Energy. Hey, where's the... Okay, there we go. Alright, I'm safe from those. Let's... Gotta put one of these here. Jeez. There we go. Okay. This should be what they want. I don't think I have enough room. I got 12. 9.
Traveler victory imminent. Greatly increasing value of malice parameter.
Ew. Whoa, 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 what happened? Oh, he destroyed it. Oh, he destroyed it. I didn't realize they could do that. Ooh. Oh boy. You're in for a fight. You're in for a fight. Holy crap. Oh, he's just gonna fly over. Oh, shit.
Traveler's defenses have been breached. I am quite good at this.
Well, I didn't get it perfect, but... Oh, it looks like I got all 3 stars. Good. Just 1 breach. Oof. Okay, things are getting a bit complicated. And this one should be the hardest one. Test the efficacy. What? Do they mean to say efficiency? I think they spelled efficiency wrong. Test the efficiency of the guard mechanisms with an EFA. At regular intervals, you will obtain deployable mechanisms. A maximum of 4 mechanisms can be kept in the deployment slot. Oh no, I don't like this. Observe the battlefield arrangement mechanism strategically and take your enemies down. Oh, I don't like this at all. So we're going to be limited to what we can use.
The final round begins. Time to go.
The chickens first? Oh boy. Well, okay. These are first. Good, because these are what I need. Oh, defense? Energy. Attack, okay. Energy? Oh, really? Yeah, sure. I think that's a healing bot too, I think. Oh no, well, let's try and turn it into a weapon. Oh, we just gotta be patient. Okay, good, they gave me the weapon. Thank goodness. Ooh, defense. Something. The problem here is I have enough energy now, but... ah, crap. Oh, fuck. I don't really need this much energy, but... I don't know what else to do. Hopefully I can get a defense bot next. I don't know, it really all depends on... Oh, thank God, yes! We always need defense bots up at the front. Energy? I don't know. Oh, this guy's... didn't have anything. Oh, neither does he.
Activating analysis module.
I guess.
The Traveler's operational logic. If successful, this will increase our efficiency by at least 179%.
Can I remove this? Dismantle. Because I don't need that much energy. Ooh, explosive. Okay. No, why did it go off? Whatever, there. You get that healer. Holy crap. Okay, we need stronger firepower. We're good for energy. Ooh, that big
The
guy.
assault will continue. Please remain vigilant.
Damn. Can't get past. Thank you.
Calculating efficiency of commands. 3 times higher than standard.
Oh no. Oh man. He could just go right through him. I don't know how. No.
Traveler's defenses have been breached. I am quite good at this.
I think that was the last wave. Why isn't everything ended, though? Enemy inbound. Oh, fuck, man.
This will be my final attack. Ha, ha, ha.
No, not what I meant to do. Oh no.
Time Lords said, use art to stop the ruin hunters.
Yeah, I know. Art? Like, was there another was there like a special move I could use? I've completely forgotten now. Alright, well, whatever. I only had one breach. It's fine. I did it. Was there something I could have done as the player? I can't remember. Oh well. Challenge done. That last one was pretty hectic. Alright. And now we gotta do this weird bullet hell minigame. I just gotta remember how to... Okay, that's how I shoot and that's how I switch. Okay.
Ready, partner?
Time Lords said, are allowed you to throw something like an explosive and whoop hello greatly.
Oh. Oh, I get cover now. Oh, wrong button.
Time Lords said, as for Jacona, I'm surprised that she doesn't know that Biden and Navia are travelers' friends.
Well, she doesn't know everything about us. Ah, goddammit.
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance.
Definitely going to need something. Fuck. Yeah. That was close. Ooh. I've got to try again. I have to have 6 action points remaining. That was just terrible. I'm not going to be good at this. I can already tell.
This is just a simulation, but be on your guard.
No, wrong fucking thing. Ah. Eh.
Time Lords said, I like
I've
this
activated a backup energy source for you. Keep at it.
Wrong button. Yeah, did it. Whew. I do like the little voice actings that pop in and here and there, but they are a bit distracting. That's a new bad guy.
Toughest mecha. Time to go all out.
Oh no, blocks.
All creator said, Daphne has followed.
Thank you for following, Daphne. Oh crap, I suck. Ah.
You've got this, partner.
All creator of the archives said, Daphne has followed.
Wait, which one is it now? Oh, it was that. Okay. Oh, the lasers. Okay, so we're mostly focusing on that guy in the middle.
Equipment upgraded. Now's our chance.
Oh, wrong button. Oh, fuck, what is that? Room. Mine. Oh, wait, that's the wrong... Ah, fuck. I keep doing the wrong thing. Ah. Whew. Did I make it? Okay. I wasn't paying attention to my health. Alright, that's done. Ooh. Of course, the last two of each challenge is going to have to be the most difficult. But as you can see, they're not the worst thing in the world. Oh, and I got... Okay. Wow, they were very lenient this time. They didn't make us have to get perfect in every single challenge. So yeah, regardless of what it is you're good at during this event, you can pick and choose which ones you want to kind of skip. So if one of them's a little bit too difficult for you, then don't worry, you'll get enough points. But I'm sure there are some people out there that want to do everything perfect. So, bragging rights and whatnot. Alright, so we got a constellation, I guess.
Time Lord.
Oh no, I got Yehoda, that's right. This is the first time I got her.
Last level was really hard since it was a boss fight.
Yeah, I didn't have to focus on killing everything. I realized like halfway through, I was like, oh, we gotta focus on them. I was like, God, how am I going to kill these things that keep showing up? Alright, cool. So we got Yehoda. We got all of the prizes. We've done all of the story. We've done all of the Tales of Many. And I think I'm about ready to hit the hay. Where was I? Oh, right. I was like, where was I going? Why'd I open the map? I wanted to go back here. And I already collected the... Yeah, I did. Alright. Yeah, let's go up to my favorite spot. Call it a day. Pretty exciting event. Had a lot of, as Vampiric Fox said at the beginning of the stream when he came in, a lot of mystery, a lot of intrigue. Happy ending as always. Alright. Let's go back. And I will give out my thank yous and all that. Okay, so obviously this stream I want to thank Daphne and Ravrit for following, subscribing, and I think I have one person who subscribed over the weekend to thank. Let me check here real quick. Yes, Strawberry Boy. Thank you so much to Strawberry Boy for subscribing to me on YouTube. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'd like to thank Vampiric Fox for stopping by and hanging out. It was good to see you again, buddy. I hope you enjoyed your chicken and sweet potatoes. And thank you, Time Lords, for hanging out. It was fun discussing all the new stuff that's going to be coming out soon for Genshin Impact and whatnot. And I wish you all the best luck in your pulls and with the characters that you have to work on. To anyone watching in the archives, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're ever wondering what it is I'm going to be streaming or when it is I'm going to be streaming, you can always check the posts tab over on YouTube. I keep it up to date every day, and on the weekend, I like to do a weekend poll where you guys get to vote on what it is I play on Tuesdays. This past weekend, the winner was Cat Quest 2, so that's what I'm going to be playing tomorrow. As well as what I'm going to be playing Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday is a secret. There's a new game that I'm going to be playing for the stream. Well, it's not a new game, but, you know, it's one from my catalog I'm going to be playing, and it's new for the stream. But yeah, April is looking forward to watching this game, so she'll be here. And on Thursday, I'm going to be playing more No Man's Sky, so look forward to that. As for today, that wraps up today. I'm all done with this event in Genshin Impact. So that means next week, if there is no event planned, I will dedicate that Genshin Impact stream to, I guess, leveling up Lovewika, working on her character. Alrighty, everybody. I'm going to get to bed. You all sleep easy, stay safe. Don't forget to vote Democrat, and I will see you on Tuesday. Good night, everyone.